Kansas City accountability in the house. I'm trying to catch my bad cop out here today. Oh, we got a third unit pulling out. Third unit disappearing. So I got this backup unit right here. He's just sitting in the unit. He's not even getting out. He just rolled up. So this guy was sitting over there, sitting in a parking lot, waiting for someone to roll through his stop sign. So the coppers already came out of his vehicle. He just got in this vehicle this is the second time. So I don't know what's going on, but backup unit rolled up. I saw another unit. They're real hot over here. Just doing a little scouting and recon. So the fact that backup showed up, I jumped out of the car and came over here. I wasn't actually gonna come over here and bust my presence known in Hillsboro just yet, but this guy's been, his second citation I've seen this guy written, but so this dude seems to be more professional than the other one. Okay, so both these cops waved. I think they know they're under watch right now. I think somebody's warned them after that live stream. So turn off your lights. So dumbass left his lights on. He was too worried about waving at me leaving. So we were actually headed to the police station to actually fill out the rest. Actually, we've already got it filled out, but I was going to take Keebler over there to the police department and have her turn her in her internal affairs complaint. Sorry, I paused for a second because there was a car going by. Plus, I'm watching my six because you know they're going to try to see what car I got into. That's how they do it here in Hillsboro. But now, them going back that direction where they turn, that's kind of back towards the direction of the police department. I was trying to see if our bad cop was on duty because I wanted to ask her a few questions out here in the field. So were you watching, Keeps? PDFs in the house. Let me move that up, guys. We're gonna now that we went live on that. I've seen like several traffic stops, guys. I didn't have a good spot to pull out. I'm doing a little recon today, trying to see where they've been hiding. Trying to observe them without the camera being on, just to see if seeing if these officers are all bad, or if it's just that one bad apple we found in this town. Especially after somebody with the city reached out to me and made me aware of some other things. I've also got another video, guys, by the way, of another bad cop out here in Hillsboro. I haven't had a chance to look at the video, but the person gave me a little bit of what happened. I researched the laws, and the law was violated by a cop. And this guy's a sergeant, and he also has some history with this individual from high school, like 30 years ago. So he allowed his personal feelings to get involved, because I guess there was some beef many years ago. Play Foundations in the house. What's going on, buddy? So we are just kind of cruising, eating Coke Dog. Like I said, guys, we've got and I got Brownie. What's up, Kurt Bronson? I got Brownie Boy in the car, so he's doing a little cop watching. Hump of us. He's doing a little cop watching. Randy Davis. Randy, you guys can go ahead and ask opinions, man. You can ask whatever y'all can ask in the chat. I just ask that you be respectful and not be so hating, because my mods have a mind of their own. They have a wrench of their own. I try not to time anybody out unless they're just being straight hateful or just disrupting my chat, and then I go and unblock them next week. I usually just block them for, at the end of the week, whoever's been blocked, I go through and unblock everybody. So if you've been blocked, you'll be unblocked, so it doesn't matter. As far as in that, man, I don't get into Biden, I don't get into Obama, I don't get into Trump, I don't get into politics. But the chat, more than willing to give you their opinion of what they feel and think. This is not a political channel. This is a police accountability channel, mainly police accountability. We do hold, we do some government stuff, but I mainly focus on the police department, because they are, oh, there he goes right there. Woo, sucker. I just saw him go flying by right here. I don't know where he came pulling out of, because that was a dead end at the park. That's why I turned around. Right there. I think they got another traffic stop up there. I see a blue car, but I couldn't tell if it was, I don't know if that's a blue car or blue lights. But I don't know where he came from. He just came out of nowhere. And look, he's going to go park in his little hiding spot right there. Right there. Oh, there's something going on over here. Maybe. They double backed trying to find me. I think so. Right there. Let me zoom back out so you guys can see over there. They could just be taking a break. They could have gotten a call over here. Who knows? We're just watching them. Watchers. Brownie, sit down, sit down, sit down. I don't want you to give away our position. Sit down. So I'm gonna have to bust out the other beef jerky to kind of bribe Brownie to behave. Well, I can bribe him all I want, but he don't ever listen. So right now you guys can see in the left-hand corner, because I've got it on the mount. So they're going in right now. Probably taking a break. There you go, Brian. Is that good, Bubba's? You want another piece? Here. All right, guys, I'm going to do this since they're in the store. I'm going to go ahead and back out. I'm sure they're going to notice me. It's okay, though. If they don't notice me, then it's not great policing. Because what I'm going to do is do this. Turn my camera right there, aimed in that direction. All right, last piece. That's it. There you go. It's because you've been a good boy today, okay? Kind of. Kind of. You were on the trip to Temple. So the question is, Brownie, sit down. Question is, did they notice the car? Being moved? Probably not. I don't think they're that smart. Look, we got a mail truck. I just realized we got a mail truck and 2 cop cars. Government don't work. Sit down. Sit down. He's going back that way. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's going back that way right there in the screen to the right. He should be driving by. Now we're going to see which way this guy goes. So we are going to be driving around at least for the next 30 minutes because we're waiting until 1. Figure at least then the police department will be open so we can go file this complaint for Keebler. Scroll back a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Like I said, I got this on the phone mount. I'm gonna actually plug this in because I need to charge it. So we're actually in a pretty good spot because I think he's staged up there. Not this guy, but the other guy. I think he's staged up there waiting for people to run that stop sign. And by the time he catches up to him, is roughly about right where we're at. Looks like a sergeant. So there was a sergeant and a corporal. Okay. And that might be the same. No, the sergeant that got him was on that night shift. Trying to see if that guy's going to make a right turn. Because he did come blowing up that street real fast. Okay. All right. So we are back at it again, folks. We are driving. Now, we had a tough spot going down here and trying to find a spot where the other cops have been pulling people over. That guy went that way to the left, so we will see if this cop is up here to my left in this parking lot waiting for somebody to run the stop sign, because it seems like what he's been doing up here is just sitting. He's got his camera angled. Yep, he's back in his little hidey hole. He's up in his little hiding hole, waiting for somebody to run the stop sign. So, when I came, was trying to remember where I was parked when I caught him, so I could jump out. Because he's gonna light somebody up. That's all this dude's writing today is tickets. This guy has not been nice. He's been writing tickets. What do you think, Keith? Do you think we should just cruise, though? I mean, we all know he's going to get somebody to run that stop sign here in a little bit. I think we ought to just cruise back up here and see if we see those same coppers pulling people over. They seem like they have that little loop. Like we have that loop we were following. Because he caught that person coming down, then he did that loop and came back this way. What's up, Bubbles? You resting? So do me a favor, guys, to let me know who's in the chat. I want y'all to put something in the chat. Put a 1, put a 2, put a 3, put a OTVO, put a JBTP. Put whatever. Let me know you're in the chat. BWC, I saw you there, buddy. Let me know y'all in the chat. William Rivera, what's going on, buddy? We got Texas Elvis. I'm out here keeping these cops accountable in Hillsboro. Ian, Cope Dog, Low Dimes. Kurt Bronson. Now, we did see these coppers that direction earlier. Kerry Freds. Yeah, me and Brownie are having a really good day. We're just kind of cruising, watching, looking for the coppers. We got one sitting back there catching people at the stop sign, rolling through or whatever, but we had a few other stops. The dog meat. The dog meat. Dog meat in the house. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys saw the video I dropped today where that cop mentioned that he learned from his encounter with auditors by dealing with News Now Patrick, or like what I like to refer him to as PayPal Patty. out there in DeSoto, Texas. It was a clean audit, but he still did not. He did not, I repeat, still could not tell me what the 5 elements of the First Amendment were. And I gave him the first one. No more blue ISIS in the house. I want you guys to make sure you guys go over there and drop. Guys, don't be scared to drop a bunch of comments on my channel. The more comments, the better it helps the algorithm. I try to hit like on every comment. I try to answer every comment. I can't always get to all, but I do try. You know, I try to take the time and literally, if I hit you with emojis, it's because I read it. I hit the like, I hit the favorite. If I responded, it's because I actually took the time and had some time to where I could think of how I wanted to respond. And then if you just got a like and a favorite, it's probably because I read it, but I just didn't have time to respond. I'm a busy dude. But I haven't been out in a week, man. And I had to go do some things, and we actually got done early. I was able to go run over to the library, print Keebler's Internal Affairs complaint I typed up. It's a solid complaint, guys. It's a solid complaint. Wait till you guys see it. I'm going to be also filming our visit at the police department to turn in this complaint. That's kind of why we're killing time right now on the live stream, trying to find some traffic stops. Because I figure they probably break from 12 to 1 for who we need to talk to. So we are just kind of creeping right now. I really want to find my bad copper, Roseanne Lindemann. That's what I want to find. I got a few questions for her. They're pretty similar to what she asked Keebler. And if you don't remember what those questions are, just ask Texas Elvis. He'll tell you exactly which one made him mad as F. I can tell you 3 or 4 that pissed me off. Those same 3 or 4 questions I like to ask her. Oh, we got one right here in front of us, guys. Whoop, whoop. Ghost car. I think we got the 2 black females in this one right here. Yeah, Texas Elvis, that's the one I want to ask. Oh, she looks like she's hitting the 2 black females look like they're hitting the service road. Those are the ones driving the ghost car earlier. I don't know who they are. I don't have a name. I didn't even get to see a car ID number, so I'm trying to ID all the key players here. I'm trying to identify every single cop in this town. It ain't hard to do. I've got the list on T-Call. I just want to put a face with a name so I can start pulling records from former departments. Oh, don't worry, guys. Wait till I get Roseanne Lindemann's Waco disciplinary records and Hillsboro disciplinary records. Oh, we got another police. Where's this police car coming from? I don't know where that, it says police on the side, but it's got a different color. I can't tell what city that's from. Keebler, can you see that? I can't see that on that police car. Man, I don't know where that ghost car went. I know she made a turn here because she was in the left turn lane. And I know for a fact I had 2 black females, one with like a big old like bun / ponytail, I think. Because I drove by and I was gonna stop and film them, but I couldn't find a place to park the car. Yep, there's the Loves. There's the scene of the crime that happened to Keebler. Texas Elvis, you should meet us up there at the PD when we go to turn this complaint in. That would be fun. Brandon Mitchell in the house. Now, she probably went and got back up on the highway. Oh, you know what? No, she didn't. You know what she did? She took a left right here, because you know what? This is, I think, where we, I think down the same street down here is where we caught her on the earlier. I think she caught some. I think she's sitting in this area right here. They're all creatures of habits. They can't help themselves. Cops have a pattern. They get into a routine, and that's all they know. Why do you think they routinely violate our rights? Because they got into a routine. It's called bad training, bad education, and nobody's ever corrected it or held them accountable. The windshield does look buggy. I just don't know if I have any windshield. This ain't my car, man. So I don't know if I got windshield wiper fluid or there we go. Yeah, I do. There we go. We got windshield wiper. There we go. Let's see. Y'all tell me how that looks. I think it looks worse now, though, but it's all good. Let's hit that. All right, there we go. I mean, it's as clean as it's going to get till I can get to the gas station and hit it with the squeegee, guys. So deal with it. Okay, so we did see these ladies on this stretch of road earlier. I just could not find a spot to park to be able to jump out, because it was up here to the left, right where this rail is. Like right here. Yeah, like right here with that, like right about here. Yeah, exactly right about here. I couldn't find a spot to park. Ready to sit down? I mean, not without blocking somebody's driveway. Yeah, I'm doing 32, Elvis. Appreciate that, though. It's good that you know the town like that. I'm going to tell you right now, if they get me for doing 2 over, they don't know what discretion is. They just robots. Yeah. Wow, this is school zone. Wow, that's from 7 to 4. That's straight up. That's straight up. There's not even a break in that school zone time. I'm glad you said something, because I had to look at that sign to make sure there was no breaks in the time zone. Elvis, I think I'm close to your house, man. I'm going to have to stop by for lunch. Bringing Brownie and Keeler with me. Yeah, I know. That's how I ended up going around up there by the Loves, because I saw that it was a one-way. Well, I mean, is it really a crime until you have a victim? I mean, I don't think you have a crime until you have a victim. Just because you go a little faster in a school zone, if the kids aren't out there on the curb, there ain't no victims. Who gives a crap? I mean, no, I am going to say within reason. I don't expect you to be doing 60 in a school zone. I don't expect you to be doing 60 on a city street, so. I think 30, 35 is reasonable. It's not going too fast. Doesn't impede traffic. And now, guys, up this intersection I'm coming to right here with the stop sign, we've got a guy in the parking lot to the left. It's a corporal up here who's just sitting a little cockeyed. I don't know if you guys can see him. I'm going to turn it right here. See if he's still sitting there. Turn the camera, see if you see him sitting there as I pull up. Yep, he's still sitting there. He is still sitting there, folks. He's waiting to get his next victim. And he very well may get him right here. We'll see right here. We're going to pull over for a second. We're going to see. I'm just kind of waiting to see if somebody rolled through real quick so we can make a U-turn and actually, I'm just going to turn right here because you know he's going to catch somebody. That's all he's waiting for. All right, let's see. Here we go. We'll turn it right there. Let's see. That black car came to a full complete stop. I really thought that car was going to blow through it. That white truck stopped. You'll see him blow out of that parking lot right there to your left, guys. I'm going to blow it up right there. To your left of the screen, you'll see him blow. You will see him blow out of that parking lot the minute somebody runs that stop sign. Now, this guy waved at me earlier, so he's either been put on high alert that there's cameras in town, or he's just not bothered by cameras. Oh, that black car is going to get lit up. He just straight up slow rolled right through that stop sign. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. Told you. Fresh traffic stop. In the works, guys. In the works. And of course, this red truck's going to get right in front of me. Now, I really don't want to bust my cherry in case he notices me, so we're going to do this for a second, guys. I'm just backing up into a parking spot. Since he can't see me, he's dealing with that driver. All right. There you go. Now, I will tell you, if for some reason they start pulling somebody out of the car or doing anything like that, I will jump out. Or if a backup unit shows up, I will jump out. But I'm in a perfect bird eyes view to see what's going on without being noticed. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Shit, I probably don't want to turn off the car, but okay. I tried to do that for the headlight reason. I want my lights off. I don't want to draw any attention to the car. James Reeves, I'm saving your life right now by you watching some awesome content because you're here. Thank you for stopping in and commenting. And we don't need to get out and ask the driver what he did. We already know this guy's catching rolling stops through that stop sign intersection. So, like I said, we don't need to. Sorry, we don't need to. We don't need to jump out. Now, this is probably going to be a simple catch and release. I mean, let's hope they don't get a ticket, but this guy, nah, he didn't look directly at me. He might have glanced over, but I don't think he's paying that much attention, man. We'll see. Jeff, I always miss you. Hill County, that must be like the sheriff or something. Does anybody want to educate Angry Vet why I didn't get out of the car? Anybody in the chat that heard what I said because he won't get the cock out of his ears? I got a cock removal for him if he needs it. Look, I've got the headlights off and everything. So let's see if he even notices I'm here. If he looks right at me, then I'm gonna sit here and agree with you about him looking over at me. He waved at me when I was on foot earlier, so I don't know if I don't think he saw the car that I got out of or in, because I was parked down the way. See, he's looking down. He kind of glanced over, but he didn't really look over. Right now, I'm just trying to kill another 8 minutes so we can go down to the police department and file this internal affairs report. It's not even my complaint. It's just I'm helping somebody else with it. But I don't want her getting harassed. She already had her rights violated by a bad pig. Towed for life in the house. Whoop whoop, and he's gone. Tav, they don't fix anything, bro. It's you don't understand my game plan and what I'm doing. That's just the first step in making change, in fixing stuff. It's just a paper trail. That's all it is. It's just a documented paper trail to start. That's it. That's all it is. An IA complaint does not fix anything. Bro, I wish you could have a grown-up conversation with me and I would tell you what my game plan is. And then you can sit here and tell me whether it sucks or not, or you believe it. Doesn't matter. You know, whether you hate me or you don't hate me, man, I don't care, bro. I don't hate anybody. But right, Texas Elvis is right. I'm playing the long game. I'm playing the legal game. I have not seen any activists or auditors do the game plan that I'm trying to do at the end of the day. And the only person that has won a federal... Here, let me zoom back out. I'm sorry, guys. The only person that has won a civil federal... Verdict's still out, man. I haven't made my mind up yet.
I'll weigh in on that. No, he's not.
That's Keebler saying that he's not. Hey, don't take my word for it. Do your homework, people. You know, do your homework. Investigate.
Exactly.
Do your own homework, man. I can't do everything for you. Don't believe what I say. Don't ever take what I say like at face value when I'm you know, unless I've got the pudding and the proof up on the screen. I've got the pudding or the proof on the screen. Then take my word for it.
If you want my proof, you have to pay me $1,000.
And
I'll give my proof out for free.
And by the way, anybody that watches James Freeman's video, I hate to call him out because I don't like to do it to other auditors, and I don't want him to think I'm bashing him. But either he misspoke, he misquote, or he doesn't know the Texas Penal Code of 38.02, failure to identify on that video he did. I reviewed it. You can't add subsection A with subsection B because they're both different offenses. You have to be lawfully arrested in Texas to have the ID. A criminal trespass warning does not require ID. So I tried to get a hold of him. I'm not on like call, you know, I don't have his number. I'm not close to him. I mean, I don't know him, never spoke with him. I just know that I tried to reach out via comments on the page and let him know that it's wrong information, to double check it and retract it, just because I got people coming to me trying to explain to me that the information that's out there is wrong, but yet, and that he put out the right, but nobody's actually reading the statute. Nobody's actually reading the statute. And I've gone through this because I had it wrong in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie, I had it wrong in the beginning. I had it right in the beginning. I actually had it right in the beginning, and then I read it, retracted my first statement, and then realized that my original statement was accurate and I was wrong the second time around. And you know, it was very confusing how the statute written. So you literally have to read it correctly and you know, make sure you apply it the correct way. Okay, I still have it wrong. How do I have it wrong, Angry Vet? You don't even live in Texas. What do you live in, like West Virginia, where your mom is your sister, or your brother's your cousin, or you're married to your mom? I mean, I don't know what, married to your sister, cousin, whatever it is in West Virginia, some inbred shit. Ain't that where you're at? Steve Conkler, look at that, $20 super chat, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all leave. Not here in Texas, dude. I know who just sent me the text. Not in Texas. Maybe another state. I ain't gonna put your state out because I don't want to dox who it was that texted me. Damn, I wanted to put that up and hit that like button. Here we go. Here we go. Steve Conkler. Do you work in the admin office? I'm gonna. What time do you guys open back up after lunch? Is it 1?
Yes.
Okay. Who would I speak to if I wanted to file an internal affairs complaint?
Internal affairs complaint?
Yeah, I have a complaint already ready to go. I just need to talk to somebody in internal affairs.
That's a good question.
Why? Do you guys not have complaints up here?
I'm new. So
Oh.
I'm not entirely
Okay.
sure.
Well, then I'll thank you. I'll let that slide then.
Yes, I just started.
What,
so-
Bubba? You want to say hi? I know.
Hi.
He'll let you pet him. He's friendly. He just has to say hi to everybody.
Yes. So I personally don't know that.
Okay. Well, I just wasn't sure if it was the chief. I wasn't sure if there's maybe a captain or a lieutenant or somebody that handles that
Yes.
that part. How new are you?
So I started dispatching.
Okay.
So I'm new to the admin side.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I just call 911. I got you.
I don't want to call 911. Usually that's where people get hurt.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
From
go
then,
on.
that's a good question. I'll have to go inside and ask.
Oh, you don't have to worry. I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna come in there when you guys open back up. I'm just giving you guys time to come back from lunch. And
Okay, perfect.
where's the public access store?
Right here, in the very front.
Okay.
Where the blue ribbon's at, right there.
Blue ribbons. Okay. Thank you very much.
Of course.
All right. So Steve Conkler, I tried to click on this thing, man. I don't know what's going on, but I appreciate the $20 super chat. As you guys can hear, that girl is brand new. She came over from dispatch to admin, or admin to, I think dispatch to admin is what she said. I don't know. It was kind of confusing. So we're gonna, in a few minutes, I'm gonna take this down from the live stream, and I'm gonna record this static because I'm putting this video. I'm trying to document this, like Texas Elvis said, this long game. I'm not trying to put all my cards out there right now and play everything, but since I happen to be on the live stream, we were killing time. The first step is to, my first step was to make the phone calls, which is what you guys saw on the live stream when she sent me the live stream. Man, is this a cop car? This guy's flying. Yeah, these are 2 cop cars flying right here. Jesus, man. Well, you know what, guys? We're going to hold off on that complaint right now. Hang on. Because I want to know why they're flying so fast with no lights on. They just turned right there on that street, 2 of them. Bro, I'm doing 40 on the streets, 30, and they were just like flying with no lights on. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to. I can't. All right, I don't want it to look like I'm following them. So what we are going to do, guys, we are going to run parallel on the street. Well, I was trying to, because I didn't realize the street ended. Oh, I actually found a way through, so it works. A lot of times you guys will notice, there we go. Aha! Got a cop watching up here. We got a cop watching from that angle. All right, guys, I'm gonna bust my nut on this one because now I'm gonna make myself known. Okay, there's a cop watching down the way. Keebler, I am getting out. You watch Brownie. I'll be back. So we got one guy down here sitting here watching, most likely the supervisor. Were you guys the ones driving both these vehicles? Were you guys the ones driving both these vehicles? Were you guys just together a little while ago coming up the road? Oh, I was just wondering who was doing 50 and 30 without their emergency lights on because I got it on camera. Well, I take your word because you've been over there at the getting all them rolling through the stop sign. So, and I'm guessing it's probably the supervisor that's sitting down there.
That's the sergeant.
Yeah, great sergeant. Lead by example. 50 and a 30. Don't speak for it, man. I know you just follow orders. I already get it. Well, I was actually getting ready to turn in an internal affairs complaint when I caught these idiots on camera flying down right past the police station doing 50 on 30 on a live stream on my camera with a city council member on the live stream. So how come I got a question for you? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Corporal what? Watson? Is it laws for thee but not for me? You guys get to break the laws, but we can't do any of that?
Trust me, I preach on people about their driving all the time.
Well, you need to tell your leader who's supposed to set the bar for you guys.
I get it.
And you've been a good sport because I know you waved at me earlier when you were over there. I got a question for you though. There's 5 freedoms that are granted under the First Amendment. Do you know the 5? I'll give you the first one so you know where I'm going with it. Religion. I'll give you the first one.
Freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
I'll give you religion. That's 3. There's 2 more.
I'm trying to list them all. Freedom of religion. Oh, man.
You said press and speech, right?
Speech, you put me on the spot. So I'm trying to
Assemble and petition. I'll give you the other 2.
think. Yeah, right.
But is this the sergeant right here?
That is Sergeant.
Where are you going? Why are you always speeding? Dumbass. See, that's what happens, Corporal Watson, when you break the rules in front of me on camera and you're unprofessional and disrespectful, and I've got it on camera, you get the name calling. Outside of that, hey, are these guys free to go? Oh, you're still here working on, you know what? I thought you were done, brother. When everybody got in the car, I thought you were cutting them loose.
That's what I do after I get done searching a little more.
Gotcha. My bad. Oh, I guess he didn't like me calling him a dumbass. Came back. He rolled his window back up real quick, though. So we got this dumbass who's a sergeant who likes to go 50 miles an hour and condone it down right past the police station on a live stream. So the city council member that's on the live stream, just let you know that's the sergeant driving 1478, because I know you're in my live stream. Let's promote Corporal Watson and demote the sergeant. How about that? That works for me. I know, bro. I'm just keeping it fun because you seem to have a good sense of humor. So, nah, man, I ain't mad about it. I just don't like, the same shit they pull us over for. They turn around and do the same thing. It's called hypocrisy. All right, man. Will you be safe? You see me out here. All right, brother. This guy's professional. This guy's a clown. Clown! Clown! All right, there. For the city council member that's in my live stream. Sorry, I'm adjusting this camera real quick. Did you hear the choice words I had to use? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's called the sergeant a dumbass. It's all good. All right, now we're going to go file this internal affairs complaint, which is where we were doing until we watched those guys break the law. If you're going to speed, throw your lights on. You had good reason to come over here, but you didn't indicate to me that it was okay to speed. You didn't have your lights on. That's what those emergency lights are for. What's that?
Like those dilated cars.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about that. He didn't have to. He didn't. That was my tripod falling over. He doesn't have to have his sirens on. He just has to have the lights on. And he probably would have been warranted with the lights on with the whole searching of the car. Those kids did not know their rights. They probably agreed to a search. He probably didn't have reason. I don't know. That cop seemed like, he seemed professional, but he all the tickets he'd write, he may be a little too gung-ho. But it's 30 through here. The guy was doing 50. I caught it straight up on camera. Because right here, the speed limit changes to 45, right here. And they come flying up 50 minimum in a 30. So, loss for thee, but not for me, right? Actually, is that a parking spot right there? Because I think there was a car sitting, I think there was a patrol car sitting right here. Yep. I think there was at one point. So we'll park right here. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and hop off this live stream. Steve Conkler, thank you for the $20 super chat. Everybody that's in here, appreciate you coming in here. Make sure everybody hits that like button. Give me that thumbs up. Drop a comment. And we'll be back, people. We got to go file this complaint. And on that video later, I will show you what the complaint says. But right now, you guys will know what I'm doing. But I am just not going to show you everything that I'm doing at the moment. I'm putting it all together. So, we'll be back, people. Later.